So ang topic among napili na environmental problem is plastic ocean. Mga plastic sa ocean na may mong makita bisag asa. Easy. The facts are we're changing our environment is the subject of our planet tidal wave of plastic waste. We have produced more plastic in the last 10 years than we did in the whole of the century, and this plastic production is having a huge impact. It is using vast amount precious oil reserves. Oil reserves approximately 8%, which equates to the amount used the whole of Africa. Almost half of the time plastic we use is used just once and is then thrown away. The problem is that there is no away. The impact of wildfire, the environment, and the potential harm to human health are only now becoming clear. A global issue. Marine litter and particular waste is a global problem. The vast majority of plastic waste is destined for landfill sites, which limits impact through containment, however, does not solve the problem. A significant proportion of plastic gets into the water course eventually ends up in the ocean. As might be expected, the plastic waste on the coastlines is more prevalent, prevalent and more populated coastal areas. However, once the plastic waste enters the oceans, it is influenced by global currents that distribute it around the world. Plastic has been found in all major oceans, not just areas of human habitation, often traveling vast distances. It does not respect international boundaries and invade even most remote places. The fact is that it doesn't matter where you live, plastic waste is pervasive, pernicious, and persistent. It reaches every part of the planet, and it is also responsibility to solve the issue.
So, environmental impact. Plastic pollution is having a significant environmental impact, particularly on marine life and coastlines. There are three major impacts on marine ecosystems. Entanglement, second is ingestion, third is the transport of invasive species. Entanglement. Over 150 species have been known to have ingested or become entangled in plastic. By study by Lice in 1997, and entanglement rates of up to 7.9% have been discovered in some species of seals and sea lions. By the study of Alsop et al. UNEP report estimates that around 230,000 cetaceans are caught in the nets each year by the study of USFR in 1992. Ingestion. Over 100 species of seabirds are known to ingest plastic artifacts by the study of lice in 1997. And according to Dr. John Andries van Branicker, around 90% of the fulmer take in their stomachs that affect them in mechanical ways. And by the study of 31 species of marine mammals are known to have ingested marine plastic. invasive species. The increase in marine litter, in particular plastics, has resulted in a corresponding increase in species invasion. Man-made litter has resulted in a significant increase in the opportunities for the transportation of alien species. Biotic mixing, as a result of human activities, is becoming a widespread problem according to Barnes in 2002. The hard surfaces of plastic debris is providing an attractive and alternative substrate for a number of organisms. The introduction of non-endemic species can have a catastrophic impact on indigenous species and biodiversity, and the increase in synthetic and non-biodegradable material pollution will accelerate the process, according to Gregory in 2009. And economic impact. Around half of the world's population lives close to the sea, a figure that is expected to rise to 3/4 by 2025, and approximately 60% of the population gets the majority of its protein from the sea, as well as having an environmental impact. The plastic pollution in our oceans is also having a significant economic impact. One estimate is that plastic pollution alone could be costing developing and industrialized nations up to 1.27 billion annually as it threatens fishing, shipping, and tourism.
A UN study in 2002 concluded that vast resources of the ocean were at risk, along with many economic benefits that human derives from them, estimated at about $7 trillion per year. The aesthetic of plastic waste along coastline can be affect tourism and the well-being of local communities. In 2010, the Cinque region of Italy banned plastic bottle after it was estimated that 2 million were left behind by tourists every year. The waste on coastlines is not necessarily locally produced. In 1989, 29,000 bottles were lost at sea in the Pacific Ocean. 15 years and 7,000 miles later, these toys began arriving at beaches in the UK. Human health. Recent research into chemical additives in plastic have been linked to a problem associated with human health. And this is where there is an issue with plastic particles. Plastic is breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces and entering the food chain and releasing chemicals into the fishes that eat them. These particles are ingested by fishes and retained within their digestive system, slowly releasing chemicals into their bodies. Further research has shown that the plastic surface of these particles is absorbing chemicals from surrounding water. Persistent organic pollutants or POP are being found in concentration on marine plastic in several order of magnitude higher than they are free in the water. The same POPs have been associated with numerous detrimental health conditions: cancer, diabetes, low sperm count, altered immune system, genital defects, endocrine disruptors, rheumatoid arthritis, endometriosis, low birth weight, developmental problem in children, lowered IQ, lowered reading ages, affected social skills, behavioral problem, a problem, and memory attention problem.